When I was still in university, I was staying at student accommodation or a student residence where we often saw older guys pulling up with sports cars, fancy cars, and living the life that most of my friends aspire to live. The main or the goal was to just make money and buy this fancy stuff, live the life that will be accepted by the society. And truth of the matter is that I grew to a point where I realized that most of these guys whom will put up with those expensive cars or those sports cars, most of them have neglected their families, their children. Most of them they don't have responsibilities. Most of them they live on debt, which is why I was not even inspired by how they live their lives. And I'm not saying that, or I'm not implying that all of them were living what we call fake lifestyle or to live to impress. No. What I mean about my point is that we often find ourselves under pressure, social pressure, and financial pressure to impress the next person, knowing very well that I have one, two, three to look after, knowing very well that I have people depending on me, knowing very well that I still have to build the life of my dreams, life that will fulfill me, and not only that, that will slowly but surely eradicate poverty if you're in poverty, as well as improving the lives of those who depend on you, of those who are around you. These are some of the things that I got to realize when I grew older. But at that time, I saw that yes, they were living the life that every young person aspires to live. But for me, I was questioning myself, how are these people able to afford this lifestyle? Yes, I can see they're enjoying life, they are buying expensive alcohols, wearing branded clothes, and so on and so forth. But for me, it was a question of how does one get to that point, more than me having to aspire to live that life, not knowing what they did to acquire those things. These are some of the things that I got to realize when I got out of varsity. I started to stand on my own. I started to depend on myself, which is something that was very tough in the beginning, still tough even now, but I'm now used to how I need to juggle my way out of wherever I am, which is why I'm recording this YouTube video to inspire every young person out there to say, do not be pressurized by the social standards to say if you're a man you need to have a car, if you're a man you need to have one, two, three. No, it doesn't happen that way. The reality of everything, it is that you need to be authentic, not only authentic to the next person but to yourself. Be true to yourself, know what you want, and knowing what you want, whatever happens out there, it won't distract you. Whatever happens out there, it won't take you away from the person that you aspire to become. And that's the whole point of you having to be yourself at all times, because you will find yourself in situations where you'll have to meet societal standards. You'll have to meet certain standards to be in certain places, to be around certain people, and that's not what we're aiming for. We need to build something sustainable, and having to build something sustainable, it needs to come from you having to have a clear vision. Remember, a vision is a very unique assignment. The next person doesn't need to understand you. The next person doesn't have to understand what you do, why you do it, and the way you do it. It only needs to make sense to you. And once it makes sense to you, everything else is a distraction. Everything else doesn't matter at this point, because you now have a clear vision, you now have a tunnel vision, you know where you're going. And once you see something that is not actually aligned with the things that will bring about the things that you aspire to achieve in your life, or the vision that you have for yourself, it won't matter at that time. And I'm here to change the mindset of every young person from the wood, from the villages, from the township, or wherever you are. I'm just here to inspire you to say that do not care about the outside world. Just look after what God has given you as a vision, which is something that you should be overprotective of. And it doesn't stop from there. You need to build good relationships with people who will help you along the way. Your family, your friends, your business partners, if you aspire to become a business person, and also maintaining a good relationship with everyone in general. Do not be toxic. Just be yourself, be your authentic self, and live your best life. And that's what we are aiming for each and every day of our lives. I'm one person who lives by example. I lead by example. I live by the things that I say. And I was so shocked to witness one of the people who read my book to say, actually, are you actually living this life? I can tell that you're living the life that you wrote about. The things that you wrote about, I can tell that you're living by an example, you're leading by an example. And that's what really pushes me to do what I do more and focus more on the things that are helping me to build this vision that I had for myself. And not only that, the vision that I feel like everyone around me should benefit from. And it doesn't even stop from there. We need to build legacies, and I don't want to build something that tomorrow, whenever you're no longer there, it vanishes or it collapses. No, we need to build something sustainable, something that will live beyond our age, that will live 3 generations to come. And that's what I strive to do each and every day of my life, and I've been doing that for the past 10 years or so, and have met a lot of challenges. I've met a lot of people that actually shaped the character of the person that you are listening to, or the character of the person that you are watching today. And I'm here to inspire the new minds, the young minds, to say, do not care about the outside world. What really matters is what God has given you as a vision. And the most important thing that you can do at that point or at that stage of your life is just focusing on more on what brings about the vision to life. Everything else is just a distraction. Those are some of the things that I wanted to share with you on today's video. I'm not sure what kind of a value I've picked out in this video. Just let me know in the comment section on what kind of a value I've picked out in this video. Also guys, for more life-changing information, I will leave the link to the books on my description box. On that note, if you are new to this YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and press the notification bell so that whenever I get to upload, you will be the first one to be notified. On that note, I'll see you guys on our next YouTube video. This is your boy Duncan Mnisi. I'll see you guys on the next one. Do not forget to subscribe.